All right, finally here. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugas. And today I'm going to preview Sunday's big matchup as you have the LSU Tigers taking on the Florida State Seminoles in the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans on Sunday. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. Man, college football is finally here. It's finally game week, man. I'm very, very excited. We have football back finally. First off, it looks like it's a good possibility that I will actually be at this game on Sunday. In New Orleans. Probably spending the whole day out there leading up to the game. So if y'all see me out there, give me a shout, man. Like if y'all see me in the Superdome or if y'all see me out in the streets of New Orleans, give me a shout, man. It looks like I will be in the building on Sunday night. Just wanted to kind of get that out of the way. But looking at this matchup, obviously it's a big matchup. It's always exciting whenever you start off the season, with a quality Power Five opponent. Especially in this situation with LSU starting a whole new era with the era of Brian Kelly. But first, man, taking a look at the Florida State Seminoles, they've been a little down the last couple of years. A lot of people feel like Mike Norvell is on the hot seat. Ever since Jimbo's last year, they've been kind of a struggling program. And they're trying to get it back together now. He has talent over there. Um, I tell you what, Florida State played Duquesne last week. Week 0, they actually got a game in. They beat them 47-7. And I know Duquesne isn't exactly, Alabama or nobody like that, but they were talent is talent, and Florida State was able to run for well over 400 yards, and they had 3 running backs rush for over 100 yards. Ward had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Benson had a touchdown over 100 yards. And Tolafile, I think is how you say his name. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown. They got the quarterback Travis back, experienced guy, a lot of talent, could obviously run. He also had a rushing touchdown, and they got some very big wide receivers, yo. And defensively they get after you a bit. Like I said, a very talented football team. All bit of a Power Five team, yo. I think the weakness with Florida State is amongst their offensive line. Duquesne obviously didn't cause much of a big threat to them, but it was on plays here and there where Duquesne were able to get some nice penetration into that Florida State backfield. So, that's something they're gonna have to, shore up a little bit. But overall, nice win for them. They was able to knock the cobwebs out. And this does make me nervous for LSU because we went through something similar last season whenever we took on UCLA. They was able to get a week 0 game in and kind of get the cobwebs knocked out and basically be ready to play. When we look at the LSU Tigers, obviously we don't really know what to expect at this point. Brian Kelly refuses to name a starting quarterback. I'm gonna guess that it's Jaden Daniels, though I have no sources behind that and no proof behind that. But um, no quarterback has been announced yet. Looks like John Emery, unless something comes out today or tomorrow, looks like we'll miss this game due to the suspension. You got Noah Kane out there. I'm excited to see the Baton Rouge kid. Excited to see what he do out there. And also Goodwin coming back in the second year. The wide receiver core is very deep, led by preseason first team All American Keyshawn Butte. He's back healthy and he's expected to do big things this season. As well as guys like Malik Neighbors and Jack Besh and this wide receiver Brian Thomas. This wide receiver core is very 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 talented. Look ready to see what the tight end position look like. Best played a lot of tight end last year. He's a full natural wide receiver this year. So we're gonna see what that look like. Offensive line got some talented guys there. The most notable thing is Will Campbell, the true freshman out of Neville, will start at left tackle. So we're curious to see how the O line come together. This has been a position we've struggled at the last couple of years since the championship season when they won the best offensive line in the country award. So we're gonna see how this offensive line shapes out. Defensively, we expected to be at least in the front seven. We expected to be very good. The D line is deep and talented. Led by guys like Jaquelin Roy, Mason Smith, just to name a couple, Ali Gay, Argilari. Then you got the linebackers, Mike Jones Jr., Bakersfield. Linebackers supposed to be deep. The secondary for the first time in a long time at LSU DBU is a little bit of an unknown. It never got an official depth chart yet to see who's going to start at the cornerback position. Got some transfers in from Ohio State, Oklahoma State, UL Lafayette. But it's curious to see what we roll out there and to see how this team, responds to live game action. Like I said, obviously not a lot to go off of. Could really just go off of, the personnel from last season. Brian Kelly, one thing I did see is that it was reported that a lot of players from LSU are impressed with Brian Kelly and the coaching staff's ability to game plan. Basically, they said that Kelly and the staff is labeling out every little detail about Florida State, and it's very specific. They say it's refreshing. It's something they never had before. They feel like once the game kick off, that they're going to be in the best position they could be in to win the football game, and that's something that's good to hear. But obviously, we still got to go out there on the field Sunday night and execute. With me knowing as little about both teams as I do right now, I still do like LSU to pull this game off simply because I feel like LSU is going to be a little more talented. Brian Kelly is very familiar with this team, this Florida State team and coaching staff. Though you could make the argument they're a little familiar with Brian Kelly. But and then the fact that LSU is playing in New Orleans, man. Unless you playing Alabama in 2011, LSU typically does pretty well in that building. But overall, man, looking forward to the matchup. Looking forward to learning more about this team, like we all will. And it's just like I said, I should be there. Gonna be a lot of fun, man. Can't wait. But with that being said, yo, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have LSU, NCAA, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.